Hey y'all, Veronica here, and I wanted to share with you a quick video of how I make bread in my Elite Gourmet Bread Maker. So I've been making a really delicious half whole wheat, half white flour French bread in this Elite Gourmet Bread Maker that I purchased recently. This little bread maker is the cheapest bread maker on Amazon, and it has a ceramic pan, which I think is really great. And I've been actually able to crank out some really great loaves for my family that everyone is really enjoying. This one is one that I made earlier today, and I cut it a little too early, but it was so delicious. It's super tender and squishy. I love that I can make my own bread from scratch because then I can control the ingredients that go into it, and I just have bread ready to go instead of having to rush to the grocery store. So a bread machine is such a great small kitchen appliance for making bread for your family or yourself, and I highly recommend investing in one if you like bread. So let me share with you my basic French bread recipe. I like to do a combination of whole wheat flour and all-purpose flour so that it can get some extra fiber and vitamins and minerals from the whole wheat flour, but it's also nice and light and tender from the all-purpose flour. Now, a lot of people have questions on which order you're supposed to add ingredients into a bread machine canister. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how you do that because there's a lot of confusion, and I want to just really simplify it for everybody because it's really not as important as you think. There's just a couple things to consider about your specific machine that you need to know when adding the ingredients in. Okay, so I'm going to use a digital scale here. This is a Taylor digital scale. These are some of the best digital scales. I did get this one on Amazon. I have noticed it out of stock lately, but there's a lot of really great digital scales, and I'll link those to this video. But I'm going to use a scale. I'm going to set it to grams here because this is really important. If you're baking bread, you need exact measurements. You definitely I'm just gonna say some people use cup measures, and it's just not a reliable way to make sure that you're making the accurate loaf that you're thinking. So getting a digital scale is going to give you the same consistent results every time you make bread. Okay, so here's how I'm going to show you to add the ingredients. For this French bread, I'm going to use 300 grams of water, which is also equal to 300 milliliters of water. Let me go grab a little more. Okay, I want to just keep adding to make sure I get all the way to 300 so that I know exactly how much water is going in. Okay, 301, that's great. Now, I'm going to explain to you the ingredient orders because this machine right here will start mixing the dough immediately, which means that it doesn't matter the order that you add the ingredients because immediately they're going to start mixing together. Now, my other bread machine is a Panasonic bread machine, and that one actually rests the ingredients for about 30 minutes, which means nothing happens in the machine for about 30 minutes. So it does matter that you don't combine these two ingredients. You don't want to combine the active yeast with salt or water, okay? So if your machine starts right away, just add all the ingredients in whatever order that you prefer. I'll explain which I prefer, but it doesn't matter. But if your machine does rest, like the Panasonic bread machine, you want to make sure to add the yeast at the very end, totally separate from the salt and the water. But since my machine mixes right away, I'm going to go ahead and just add the ingredients in. But I do like to add the salt to the water so that it starts to disperse in the water and kind of melt in there and mix around. And that was 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of sugar. This is just organic sugar. Same thing, I'm going to add this to the water so that it can kind of disperse and mix in thoroughly with the water. Now I'm going to add some butter. This is vegan butter, but you can use regular butter if you prefer, or you can even use oil, but we really like the flavor of this Trader Joe's vegan butter. Now my goal is to use about 1 1/2 of a tablespoon of butter, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. 1 tablespoon of this butter is 14 grams, so hopefully we get about 21 grams of butter in here, and I'm gonna add that now. Okay, it was more like 2 tablespoons, but that's okay. It's just gonna be a nice buttery loaf. That's all right. I don't want anyone to freak out if they add a little bit too much butter or a little too much sugar or a little too much salt. It's really not gonna make too big of a difference. It'll just be a little different, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the flour. So what I like to do is do what's called tare the machine, T-A-R-E, which brings it all back down to 0. Even though there's items on here, it's not going to register that as the weight that I'm adding the flour. So let me show you. When I take that off, it becomes a negative 715 grams. Then when I add it back on, it goes back to 0. So that's going to help me measure my flour accurately. So I want a total of 400 grams of flour between my whole wheat and all-purpose flour, but you can do any ratio that you prefer. So you just want 400 grams of flour, but I like to do this as a half whole wheat. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get 200 grams in here. Okay, I'm going to add a little more. Okay, 203, not bad. Okay, now this is all-purpose flour. I'm gonna add another about 200 until I get to 400. Okay. All right, I like to try and get exact. There we go, 400 grams of flour. Okay, the final ingredient is dry active yeast. Now, there's all different types of yeast out there, and I don't want you to get confused. Dry active yeast is going to work just fine. There is something called bread machine yeast, but it's really not honestly necessary. Just go with dry active yeast and you should be pretty good for all of your recipes. I like to use the Bob's Red Mill dry active yeast, and I use the Bob's Red Mill flour, the whole wheat and all purpose. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this on top. Now, the way that I added these ingredients in this video just now is what you can do for both bread machines, either the ones that delay or don't delay. That's how you add the flour: salt, yeast, oil, sugar, and water. All right, now that I've added all my ingredients into the canister, let's go ahead and place the canister into my Elite Gourmet Bread machine. Just want to make sure that it's completely in there tight. Then I'm going to close the lid. Now, every bread machine is a little bit different. There's so many different bread machines these days, but I'm pretty sure most of them have what's called a French bread setting. My Panasonic does, and so does this Elite Gourmet. But there's a difference in the process and baking between a basic loaf and a French bread loaf. So right now my machine is set on basic, and it says it's going to take 3 hours for a medium dark bread for 1.5 pounds. But French bread doesn't allow me to change those settings as much. Oh, I guess it does. I can change the color of the crust to light, medium, or dark. My Panasonic doesn't let me. Oops. Let's do color setting. I want to do it light. That last one I did was dark. This is let's see, 1.5 pounds. This loaf that we're baking here is like slightly more than 1.5 pounds, but it's not that much more. So I do leave it on the 1.5 pound setting, and I found it works just fine. So then all I have to do is push start. So this one, as you can see, immediately starts mixing the dough. Just like that. So look, I just put everything in here, and this is gonna make my bread for me, okay? That was all that I have to do to make bread with a bread machine. It's so genius. Every time I think about how people had to bake bread by hand over all these hundreds of years, and then now we have this machine, I just put it in, and I'm gonna go to bed right now, and I'm gonna wake up in the morning, and I'm gonna have bread in here that should be perfectly baked, okay? So I mean, we just live in such an amazing time period. That's why I say get a bread machine if you can add it to your budget, because if you make any type of bread, not only do I make bread in here though, I actually make dough. So I make different doughs for like pretzels and bagels, and I also make pizza dough. And then this machine actually makes jam, yogurt, and it even defrosts and can cook. It can bake cakes. I mean, you can do so much with just this one machine. It's definitely one of my absolute favorite small kitchen appliances. So there it goes. And I'm going to show you what this looks like in the morning. But that's it for tonight because that's all I had to do for making my bread in the bread machine. And here it is. Check out this beautiful loaf of French bread that I made in the Elite Gourmet. It's now the next morning and this has been cooking throughout the night and I'm ready to enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you found it useful and subscribe to my channel for more bread machine tutorials and small kitchen appliance tricks. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.